Hello there. It is time for a reading for the Scorpio full moon happening on April 27th. And as I'm getting started, I want to point out these awesome earrings, these fire and light earrings that my best friend Brandy sent me from Humboldt County. I just wanted to make sure that you get to see them on me for our Virgo reading. We're both Virgo suns, and so we get really excited about all things Virgo. Here comes my train friend too. Here we go. Lots of friends happening in this reading. The full moon in Scorpio is all about becoming authentic with ourselves, what our desires are, in spite of what we think other people want from us. Sometimes we can lose track of who we are and what we really want when we're trying to please other people so that we just don't have to be alone, right? It's part of that dichotomy between who you are as an individual and who you were as a child, being attached to someone, needing to not be alone in order to survive. But that's not you anymore, is it? So now we need to spend more time being authentic to who we really are. So let's get some messages about that. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I'm Michele B, and I post readings for you 2 or 3 times a week. So be in the loop. Ooh, action. Movement starts happening. With that 8 of Wands energy, movement toward your desires, your authentic desires start happening when you speak it and make it happen. When you say, this is what I want, I'm making a decision and I am making it happen for myself right now. There's a lot of cars going by because it is rush hour, 5:10 in the evening. So lots of noise is going to start happening. Oh well, got to deal with it. Anyway, so it's like, what's happening for you right now is you're like, there's these things that I want. I've wanted it for a long time. I've always put other people first. I've always put other people's needs before my own. I've always been like, okay, let me just do this one more thing and then I can have the things that I want. Let me do just one more thing and then I can do what I want. And then it's come down to the point where you're like, I'm never going to get what I want. I'm never going to live life the way I want to live it until I make the decision that there will be no alternative except the things that I want. And that doesn't mean that you're letting down the people that you love. It just means that you're going to prioritize you, just like everybody else was prioritizing them before. They only went along with you doing for them so much because they thought that's what you wanted to do. They thought that was who you were. They're like, Virgo just likes serving us. Virgo just likes doing things our way. And so they just went along with it. And you didn't even hear like, wait, there were other things. I thought that you would make space for me to do what I wanted to do if I helped you with your thing. Nope, right? There's that Scorpio energy. It's like, get real, okay? Scorpio energy is like, I'm going to go in deep. Here's my little boy. I'm going to go in deep. And I'm going to do it right. I'm going to do it thoroughly. And I'm going all the way, and I'm not going to bend for anybody else, even if it seems like they're sad. So if you're like telling your sweetheart, your partner, or your boss, your kids, you're telling people, there are these things that I need to do for me. And I know that it's going to put a cramp in the way that we used to do things, but I'll be back. We can make it work. But I got to do this thing. I got to do my own thing over here for a little bit. And they're going to be like, nah. But what would Scorpio say? What would Scorpio say? Scorpio would be like, that's just, I'm sorry. I feel you, because Scorpio is empathic. They're like, I feel you, but I know in the long run, this is really important, because if I don't go along with the things that I want, if I don't do these things for myself, I'm going to resent it for the rest of my life. When people, and Scorpio rules death, right? When people are on their deathbeds, after living a full life, it's been asked, questioned, what do you wish, what would you change, right? Any regrets? Do you have any regrets? Things like that. And they would say, I wish I had done the things that I really wanted to do. I wish that I didn't make excuses like I need to do this other thing first. I have these responsibilities I have to take care of first. I wish I'd just done those things. I wish I'd just gone on that road trip. I wish I had just asked that person out. I wish that I had just started that business. Even if it failed, even if it all ended up being a huge disaster, I wish I had tried, right? So now, Virgo, is there something that you've been putting off, that you have not been prioritizing? It's time, right? It's time to have those conversations with your sweetheart, with your boss, with your kids, with your grown kids, if that's the case. It's time for you to do things for yourself the way that you've been making accommodations for other people. Love you, Virgo. Love you, Brandy. Thanks for the earrings. And I'll see you later.